In this video, I want to provide you with a demonstration on how to create a colored floor plan. A colored floor plan can actually be used for a variety of different purposes. For this demonstration, I want to show you how to create a colored floor plan to help someone visually distinguish between the various rooms of a home. To begin creating your colored floor plan, you're going to want to duplicate your floor plan level. Mine is called floor plan. Yours could be called level 1 if you did not rename it to floor or floor plan. So whatever it is called, your level 1 or your floor plan level, it needs to be duplicated. You do not want to create a colored floor plan on your floor plan because there is no way to go back from that. So you need to right click over your floor plan level and choose duplicate view. There are three options. Duplicate as dependent. You will not want to choose that option. There's duplicate with detailing, but this duplicated view will bring over your room names, any other kind of text or dimensions, and so we don't really want to choose that option either. I would recommend that you choose the duplicate view. It will give you a clean slate floor plan. There are a couple things that might need to be turned off when you do this, but that's okay. So the first thing you'll want to do after you have duplicated that view is you'll want to rename it. Right click over your duplicated view and choose rename. Call it colored floor plan. So you can rename it. You can call it just color, but I'm going to call mine colored floor plan. And I'm just going to click somewhere on my screen to accept that rename. Next, you'll want to turn off anything that does not belong. For example, if for example you see lights, if you see switches or outlets or anything that just is not needed for this colored floor plan, I would recommend you turn it off at this point. I need to turn off these section views, so I'm going to right click over what I call the tail of the section view, and I'm going to choose hide in view, and then I'm going to choose category so that it will remove or hide all of the section views in this duplicated floor plan view. Make sure you're on the architecture tab and then choose room. We're going to place room tags in each of these rooms or areas in this house. We want to make all the bedrooms the same color. We want to make all the closets the same color and all the bathrooms the same color. We want to make sure that the kitchen and dining room have different colors, and we want to make sure that the living room and the hallways have different colors than all the other areas within the home. To do that, we need to give the same name to the same areas. For example, we're going to make all the bedrooms have the name bedroom. All the closets are going to have the name closet, and so forth and so on. So as you can see, I'm getting ready to place a room tag in this bedroom. But before I place it, I'm going to go ahead and correct this name. Right now it says room. Over in the properties for the room tag, if you'll scroll down, you're going to see a line that just says name. I'm going to rename room and call it bedroom. You may have some preloaded names in there. You may not have any, but type in the name that you want it to be, for example, bedroom, and go back to that room where that name belongs and just place it in the room. Next, you'll want to place the same room tag with the same name and in other rooms that are the same. So as I'm clicking, you'll notice that there is a name and a room tag. First of all, don't think of these room tags as room names that we've used like in floor plans. This just creates data within this file, and so don't think of these as room names. But what we do want to do is just turn off some stuff we don't need because it will appear on the colored floor plan. For example, we do not need the room numbers. To turn the room numbers off, go to Edit Type while you're still in room tag and just uncheck room number where it says Show Room Number. Just uncheck it, click Apply, and then click OK. So next I'm going to go ahead and create a room tag for let's do the closet. So I'm going to go down here to the bedroom and I'm going to change it to closet. I'm going to hit enter, and then I'm going to go to this closet and I'm going to place a closet here, and this is a closet, so I'm just going to place it here. I'm going to place closet here because that's a closet. This is a closet, and this is a closet. I also have a kind of a water heater closet, so we're going to give that the name closet just so it gets the same color, because it could be used as storage above the water heater. So I have no other closet, so I'm going to go ahead and just accept that. I'm going to hit escape. Next, I'm going to go back to room. This time I'm going to type in bathroom. And then I'm going to place a bathroom tag, a room tag here, and then a room tag here for this bathroom. Next, I'm going to go ahead and work on the utility room. So I'm just going to come over here. I'm going to type in utility room. And that's basically where the washer and dryer is. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to place a room tag, once it works, right here. Now I'm ready to do the living area. So I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to type in living room. Actually, I have one too many eyes there. Click enter. And so I'm going to come over here. This is my living room area. You'll notice that it's grabbing the entire area. It's grabbing an area that includes this space. I believe it is also grabbing this hallway, this dining area, and this kitchen. So I'm just going to place the living room right here. And so what we need to do is just hit escape, and we want to go to room separator. So what we're going to do is define where these areas need to be separated. So obviously we want this to be separated. So I'm just going to draw a room separator line right here to separate the living area from the dining and kitchen area. Next, I'm going to create a room separator from probably about the midpoint of this wall straight down till it hits this room separator. And notice you're not really seeing the line. What you're seeing here is where these two floors meet together. I also want to create a separator right about here. That'll be good. And I'm just going to pull it down and let it kind of get, we'll go in this general area here. So it doesn't have to necessarily be straight. It just needs to separate the different areas. So now let's look at room or living room, and we'll see that it has been adjusted. So that's a living room. So let's go back to room, and we'll go to our name, and we're going to type in dining area. We're not going to call it a room because it's really an area. And we're going to come right up here, and it should recognize this area that I've separated just a moment ago. And then I'm going to come back over here once it places it. I'm going to change this one to kitchen. And I'm going to place that room tag. And for the last one, it's not really a room, but it is a hallway, and I want that to be colored as well. So I'm just going to type in hallway. And then I'm going to place that room tag in this area. Now you could spend time making sure your room separators are lined up correctly and everything looks nice and neat. But I'm not going to worry about that. I think this is going to serve its purpose for this demonstration. And so we have our rooms laid out, and now we're ready to do the color scheme, the color part. Now go to the Annotate tab and look for the color fill. We're going to create a color fill legend. We're just going to click that, and you can see here that it's wanting to place this legend wherever I tell it to. So I'm just going to place it right here. When it does that, it's going to ask you the space type. So we're going to set this to rooms, and then we're going to set the color scheme. We're going to set it to name, and we're going to click OK. Now you'll notice that all the rooms have different colors based on their type. If you don't like the color that it has, you can actually edit this. So you can click on it and go to Edit Scheme, and then you can find the name that you have, and you can click on that color and change that color. But all the bedrooms should have the same color. The closet should have the same color. So now you can see that this colored floor plan and this legend now helps someone who may not be familiar with a floor plan to see the different spaces of the home. So I am going to take a moment just to click on this legend and shorten this a little bit, because remember, this has to go onto a sheet, and so I want to make sure that everything is tucked closely to the legend and the house itself. So that's how you create a colored floor plan. The last thing you'll want to do with this colored floor plan is put it on a sheet. So if you'll scroll down in your project browser, see what sheets you have available. Right now, the plan is to put the window and door schedules and this colored floor plan and legend all on the same sheet. I'm going to double click on that sheet. So I'm going to scroll back up so that I can see the colored floor plan. I'm not going to double click on it. I'm just going to click on it, and then I'm going to drag it over to the sheet and place it right here. As you can see, it looks like it's going to take up a lot of space, so I'm just going to place it for now and see what it looks like. Obviously, this probably is not going to be enough space for me to put my window and door schedule, so I'm just going to go ahead and center this up onto the sheet. And then what I want to do is scroll back down to my sheets to A5. I want to rename this, and I'm going to call this just color plan and legend. So I'm going to right click on this and hit rename. And then I'm going to choose right here, I'm going to call this colored plan, and I'm going to take out room. I don't think the name is going to fit in this space, so I've tried to shorten it. Color plan and legend, and I'm just going to click OK. Now I've showed you how to create a colored floor plan and the legend and how to put it on a sheet, and now the next step is to create a window and door schedule.